The Society of St. Pius V is a traditionalist Catholic society of priests, formed in 1983 and based in Oyster Bay Cove, New York. The priests of SSPV broke away from the Society of St. Pius X over liturgical issues, and hold that many in the hierarchy of the Roman Catholic Church no longer adhere to the Catholic faith but instead profess a new, modernist, conciliar religion. SSPV priests regard the questions of the legitimacy of the present hierarchy and the possibility that the Holy See is unoccupied to be unresolved. The SSPV is led by its founder, Bishop Clarence Kelly. History. Founding the SSPV developed out of the Society of St. Pius X, the traditionalist organization founded by Archbishop Marcel Lefebvre. In 1983, Lefebvre expelled 4 priests of the SSPX's Northeast USA district from the society, partly because they were opposed to his instructions that Mass be celebrated according to the 1962 edition of the Roman Missal issued by John 23. Other issues occasioning the split were Lefebvre's order that society priests must accept the decrees of nullity handed down by diocesan marriage tribunals and the acceptance of new members into the group who had been ordained to the priesthood according to the revised sacramental rites of Pope Paul VI. The 9 balked at Lefebvre's imposition of the 1962 Missal, which they believed included departures from the liturgical traditions of the Church. A more basic reason was the belief amongst the 9 that the men who had reigned as Pope since the death of Pope Pius XII had not been legitimate popes. Although Fr. Seccada later stated that the Pope question was not raised at the time and was not at issue, they held that these popes had officially taught and/or accepted heretical doctrines and therefore he had lost and never occupied the See of Rome. Like the Society of St. Pius X, they believed that there had been novel interpretations of the traditional teachings of the Church on issues such as religious liberty. One of the 9, Fr. Dolan, admitted that while a member of the SSPX, he had concluded that the See of Peter was vacant. The 9 set up a new priestly society under the leadership of Fr. Clarence Kelly, the former district superior. The 8 priests were Frs. Thomas Zapp, Donald Sanborn, Anthony Seccada, Daniel Dolan, William Jenkins, Eugene Berry, Joseph Collins, and Martin Skirka. Additional priests joined shortly thereafter. Splits within a few years. About half of the original 9 SSPV priests separated from Fr. Kelly. Most of them formed an openly sedevacantist group, Catholic Restoration, under the leadership of Frs. Dolan and Sanborn. Both were later consecrated as bishops in the episcopal lineage of the Vietnamese Archbishop Godien Thuc Pierre Martin. The other priests founded independent ministries. Fr. Seccada states that this resulted from the SSPV's intrinsic distrust of a centralized authority as existed in the SSPX, which makes the latter vulnerable to being subverted with one stroke of a pen to the Vatican, rather than independent congregations being a weakness and something to be lamented. Seccada considers all such groups and priests taken together preferable to the SSPX, which has continued to hold negotiations with Roman users the 1962 Missal. Episcopal orders. On the 19th of October 1993, 86-year-old Bishop Alfredo Mende Gonzalez, who had served as Bishop of Arecibo, Puerto Rico until his retirement in 1974, consecrated Fr. Kelly as a bishop at a ceremony in Carlsbad, California. Bishop Mendez had already publicly ordained 2 seminarians of the SSPV to the priesthood in 1990. Kelly's consecration was announced a few days after Bishop Mendez's death in 1995. On Wednesday, 28 February 2007, Bishop Kelly consecrated Fr. Joseph Santee, CSPV, to the episcopacy at Oyster Bay Cove, New York. Structures. The SSPV currently has 5 permanent priories, and its priests serve a network of chapels, churches, and temporary worship locations in 12 states of the U.S. The SSPV operates only in North America. The SSPV is not considered to have canonical status within the Catholic Church. SSPV opened Immaculate Heart Seminary, located on 61 acres of property in the Catskill Mountains of New York, in the fall of 1996. The founder and spiritual father of the Congregation of St. Pius V is the Most Reverend Clarence Kelly. The first priest member of the congregation, Father Joseph Santee, was ordained in 2001. Associated Religious Communities. The Daughters of Mary, Mother of Our Savior, a congregation of sisters founded by then Fr. Kelly in 1984. Their congregation's mother house and novitiate are located in Round Top, New York, in the Catskill Mountains area. The sisters have 2 additional houses in the United States where they run schools, and they are also involved in other types of charity work, such as visiting nursing homes. The current Mother General is Mother Mary Bosco. The Congregation of St. Pius V is a society of common life for priests and coadjutor brothers, founded by Bishop Kelly. CSPV was formed to provide a canonical structure for the incardination of priests and the affiliation of religious. The congregation operates Immaculate Heart Seminary in Round Top, New York for its candidates, under the direction of Bishop Joseph Santee, CSPV. The seminary's graduates are ordained by Bishops Kelly and/or Santee. As of 2015, the CSPV had 15 priest members including BP Santee.